Hello and welcome to Crypto Lion. It is really nice to have you here. So while you are, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, please do. We are your sure plug for news and predictions in the crypto market. Also, turn on your notification bell so that we can tell you anytime we have a new video posted. You don't want to miss out on important market news and predictions. Today is another day to talk about what the future holds for Bitcoin. After all the recent unfolding events and price movements, a lot of people have different speculations about the next thing for Bitcoin. So let's consider this important piece of news and some predictions in this video. Starting with cryptocurrency exchange Luno and brokerage OSL. Their prediction is that Bitcoin's price could exceed $50,000 over the longer term as the digital asset competes with gold for investment flows. Vechain, head of Asia Pacific with crypto exchange Luno in Singapore, said that we may be talking about Bitcoin over the next 3, 5, or 10 years slowly inching its way at gold's market capitalization. He also said that of course if that happens, then Bitcoin is way over 50,000. Bitcoin quadrupled last year, eventually reaching an all-time high of almost 42,000 in early January before sliding back by about 10,000. The rally split opinion, with some commentators pointing to increased interest from long-term investors and others citing speculative buying. While Bitcoin has been popular for trading, Matt Long, head of distribution and prime brokerage at digital asset platform OSL in Hong Kong, said that increasingly the new-to-market money that we're seeing is buying Bitcoin as a hedge to inflation and as digital gold. Long also mentioned that predicting a price for Bitcoin is challenging, but it's likely to rise longer term as funds and family offices assign 0.5% or 1% of their portfolios to it. Bitcoin, which has climbed 9% this year, was trading at about 31,500 in the morning today. It's been in a 30 to 35,000 range for almost a week, at a time when some market participants are seeking out Ether and other crypto to trade during the perceived periods of it being stagnant. Bitcoin's price fell Tuesday, going as low as $30,875 before coming back up, changing hands around $32,003. Konstantin Kogan, partner at investment firm Wave Financial, noted that the drop occurred after it reached nearly 35,000 on Monday. Konstantin thinks that prices will still fall, and he's citing bearish on current market conditions. He said he expects a decline to 29,000, and he thinks that apparently some of the holders and whales sold off their positions. Kogan noted some positive news this week that didn't move the Bitcoin market much. Marathon has invested $150 million in Bitcoin and intends to become the largest miner in the world. He also mentioned that crypto funds are raising records, but there was no growth at the same time. Brian Massoff, chief executive officer for investment firm Ether Capital, said that many crypto natives and macro traders were anticipating a 30% pullback off the all-time high from 2 weeks ago. Now that it seems to have stabilized in the low 30,000 region, traders are treating this as an opportunity to lever up and go long ahead of the next leg up. Tuesday looked like a fairly priced day for the long Bitcoin leverage, as funding rates dipped a bit from Monday. That was a change from the excitement over the past 90 days, when margin rates could go as over 0.2% on some events during the crazy price run-up to January 10th's all-time high of $40,986. Some are using Bitcoin's valuation relative to other cryptocurrencies as a signal for what's ahead in the market. Global Digital Asset Chief Operating Officer Zachary Friedman said that he has a strong sentiment towards Ether as a leading indicator for an upcoming alt season, referring to market conditions that favor alts or alternative cryptocurrencies. Friedman pointed out that Bitcoin's dominance, its share as a percentage of the total crypto market cap, is falling. Indeed, since the start of 2021, Bitcoin dominance has fallen more than 10%. Friedman also said that Bitcoin dominance is dropping as profits are redistributed, and Ethereum sitting just near its all-time high presents an immediate opportunity for new market entrants to diversify their holdings and seek additional yields. It now seems like Bitcoin flowed back into decentralized finance. Ether, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, was down Tuesday, trading around $1,340 and slipping 2.2% in 24 hours. On Monday, the amount of Bitcoin held in decentralized finance, or DeFi, crossed back over 40,000 Bitcoins for the first time since mid-December. Last time it was checked, 42,604 Bitcoin were locked in DeFi, which investors do to obtain a yield in exchange for providing liquidity. Ether Capital's Mossoff says the rotation back into DeFi is simply investors chasing juicier opportunities, as the market for Bitcoin seems to be in a lull. Holders are anticipating alt season and want to use their Bitcoin to leverage additional exposure to other opportunities within the crypto space, whether it be DeFi tokens or other layer 1s such as Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Near, etc. Mossoff also said that many of these projects have a lot of momentum at the moment and are well positioned for investor participation. JP Morgan Chase & Co. thinks that Bitcoin has the potential to reach $146,000 in the long term, as it competes with gold as an asset class. For this to happen, though, strategists noted that Bitcoin's market capitalization of around $575 billion would have to rise by 4.6 times for a theoretical price of $146,000 to match the total private sector investment in gold via exchange-traded funds or bars and coins. They, however, said that the outlook depends on the volatility of Bitcoin converging with that of gold to encourage more institutional investment, a process that will surely take some time. They wrote that a crowding out of gold as an alternative currency implies a big upside for Bitcoin over the long term. However, a convergence in volatilities between Bitcoin and gold is unlikely to happen quickly and is in our mind a multi-year process. This implies that above 146,000 theoretical Bitcoin price target should be considered as a long-term target, and thus unsustainable for this year. On Monday, Bitcoin slid as much as 17%, the biggest drop since March, after breaching 34,000 for the first time over the weekend. The swings are a reminder of the famed volatility of the largest cryptocurrency, whose price has more than quadrupled over the past year. More institutions and noted investors from Paul Tudor Jones to Scott Minerd and Stan Druckenmiller have either started allocating funds into Bitcoin or have said they're open to doing so. While some argue that the cryptocurrency offers a hedge against dollar weakness and inflation risk in a world awash with fiscal and monetary stimulus, others say retail investors and trend-following quant funds are pumping up an unsustainable bubble. For now, JP Morgan sees headwinds for Bitcoin, with indicators like a buildup of speculative long positions and an increase in investment wallets holding small amounts of Bitcoin, showing potential froth. The strategists also wrote that the valuation and position backdrop has become a lot more challenging for Bitcoin at the beginning of the new year, and that while we cannot exclude the possibility that the current speculative mania will propagate further, pushing the Bitcoin price up toward the consensus region of between $50,000 to $100,000, they believe that such price levels would prove unsustainable. Well, those are some of the speculations and predictions about the next things for Bitcoin. Now let's take a look at some of the charts and see what can be deduced from the point of view of technical analysis. This chart shows the BTC USD price movements. Visible is the price drop on the chart below the blue line. The blue line is the support line, and we can see that the price does not bounce off the support line this time. Rather, it tested it and kept going down to around 29,000. The support itself is exactly on 30,000. According to this prediction, Bitcoin price is expected to go up on a bullish movement. This is indicated by the purple arrow headline. But this is going to happen if and only if the price goes back up across the support line around that 30,000 mark, and then it's expected to continue going up to around 31,000. Also on this chart, we can see a descending channel, the two yellow lines. The price of Bitcoin is expected to hit the upper channel line at around 31,000. Then a retracement is expected again to somewhere just a little below the support line before another possible bullish run to around 31,000 and beyond. You can see this chart from an earlier time, but the prediction is still quite in play. The price is around the 31,000 mark that is indicated by the dotted lines. There are two support lines on this chart in red color. One is around the 30,000 mark and the other is around 33,000. Already, the current price is below the first support line, which is around 33,000. This prediction expects the price to go even below the second support line at around 30,002 and even extend to around 19,000. This is a lot of volatility expected. By this time, according to this prediction, that should be the end of correction, and then the price is expected to shoot up and go beyond the strong resistance zone. The resistance zone is set at 38,000. In the long run, the price of Bitcoin is expected to go up as high as 50,000 according to this prediction. On this chart, likewise, the descending triangle shows a prediction of Bitcoin price going upward on a short term. That is, Bitcoin is expected to break out of the triangle and go up to test the resistance zone at 38,000 before it starts the gradual correction, which can land at as low as 19,000 according to this prediction. One certain thing, of course, is Bitcoin's volatility, which explains the surprising drops and increases. This is why adequate caution should be taken while trading or investing in Bitcoin. Please do your due diligence, and we wish you well from the Crypto Line channel. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like the content. We'll be bringing you more amazing content and news about the crypto market. We want you to stay connected always, so turn on post notifications so we can notify you immediately when we have new posts. And of course, let us know what you think in the comments section below. Good luck and happy investing.